So nonlinear functions, not straight, also called parabolas. They look like a U. This is our input-output function table from 6.2b. With my inputs here that are given to me, I got 7 of them. I'm going to plug them into my function, work it out, receive an output, identify the coordinates, which is just the x and the y. Then I'm going to drop down here and plot all 7 of those points to make my nonlinear line. So the first one is done for us. -3 gets plugged in here. -3 squared is not -3 times 2. It's -3 times -3. What would 3 times 3 give us? 9. And what's a negative times a negative always going to be? Positive. So my input of -3 gives me an output of +9. Which means my point is a -3, 9. Go ahead and take a moment to plot -3, 9 on your graph. -3 on the x, +9 on the y. We end up all the way up there. -3, 9. Let's take our next one, -2. Y is equal to -2 squared, which is just -2 times -2. And that gives me what?
-4.
What's a negative times a negative?
Oh,
+4. So we get the solution. -2, comma, what? 4. Exactly. Input, comma, output. We go down to our graph. -2 on the x, +4 on the y. Next, we'll input -1. Y is equal to -1 squared, which is -1 times -1. Hopefully, we're starting to see a pattern. What is -1 times -1? +1. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative times a negative gives us a positive. So my solution here, -1, comma, 1. Once again, down on my graph, -1 on the x, +1 on the y, puts me right there. You can see right away this is not going to form a straight line. Let's continue. I'm going to pause actually for a second. Plug in a 0. Y is equal to 0 squared. That's just 0 times 0, which is what, everybody?
0.
That's right, everybody, 0.
0. So 0.
Thought that was the easy one.
0, 0?
So 0, 0, what do we call that point? The origin, right there in the center. 0, 0. Give me a thumbs up if you're with me so far. Good. Let's plug in 1. Y is equal to 1 squared. That's just 1 times 1. Everybody, what's 1 times 1? 1. There we go. That sounds a lot better. So what's my solution here? 1, 1. Input of 1. Output of 1. 1, 1. Hopefully you start to see this little U shape forming on your graph. Heading back upwards now on the right side.
2 and 2, 3 and 2.
Y is equal to 2 squared. What's 2 times 2? 4.
2 times
So my solution, yep, is 2 comma 4 over 2 up 4. Make a dot. Everyone seeing that U shape now?
4. Yes.
Good. Finally, y is equal to 3 squared. What's 3 times 3? 9. So my solution point here is 3 comma 9. Over 3, up 9. And we finished off our magical U-shaped graph. We'll carefully connect all those points together, making sure we don't make it a nice sharp V on the bottom. It's got to be a rounded U, just like that. This is called a parabola. And that's what we're going to be graphing with worksheet 34. Last worksheet before we get our study guide tomorrow. We'll review our study guide on Thursday, just like we always do. And we'll take our test on Friday. And have a well-needed week off. I need a week, for sure. Any questions on how we got this U shape here? Give me a thumbs up if that process makes a little sense. Good.